Hey guys, and welcome to today's close reading lesson. I'm really excited to get started with you guys today. In order to get started, I first wanted to shout out a student who did an amazing job yesterday. Can we say, way to go, Ethan? Ethan did a great job of adding 5 similarities between his two texts, as well as 2 more differences. So he compared and contrasted The New Girl and Me to Iris and Walter. He added that in The New Girl and Me, she's in a school, while in Iris and Walter, we know that she's coming from a house. In The New Girl and Me, Mia is going to show Chiquita around, while in Iris and Walter, Iris and her grandpa go for a walk. And then in both stories, Ethan came up with all 5 of these ideas. They both have friends. They both want to feel at home. Both characters are new where they are. Both hate something, and both became friends with someone. I'm really impressed by your work today. All of you guys are going to have Ethan's work as an example for you, as well as Araceli and Yanni's to help you out today. All right. So today we are going to be focusing on answering multiple choice and short response questions. So we're going to be kind of asking ourselves questions about the 2 texts that we've read so far this week. So we're going to answer multiple choice questions by using some learned strategies, by rereading our text and slash the trash. So we're going to continue to get better at these skills. We're also going to respond to our short answer question by stating our claim and providing 2 pieces of evidence for that claim. So we'll go over how to do that really quick. Today you're going to have your comprehension quiz, and it's going to look like this. You have 2 short answer or multiple choice. You have 2 multiple choice questions today and 1 short response question. Your first question says, in the story Iris and Walter, why did the author most likely describe the setting in paragraph 21? Here I've put a picture of paragraph 21 for you that you can use to help you answer. Iris and Grandpa walked down the road. The birds were singing, the roses were blooming. And around the bend, someone was waiting. Iris and Grandpa walked up around the bend. They saw a great big green tree. They're describing how they're walking, how the birds are singing, the roses are blooming. So I can really start to form an image of this in my head. Think inside your own brain before reading any of the answers. Why do you think he described the setting? Why would an author do that? What does that help us do as readers? Then think. This helps me as a reader because... Okay, now that you have an answer in your brain, let's see which ones match the best. And we can slash the trash as we go. So in order to do this, I will have I can use my notebook or a piece of paper. Since I have my whiteboard at home, I'm going to use that. Write A, B, C, and D on my scrap piece of paper. Now, if I see one that's wrong, I can slash the trash pretty easily. Another skill we're going to try and do today is put a magic M for maybe. Whenever we think an answer is maybe correct, we can put an M for maybe to help us out. All right. So why did they describe the setting? Was it to describe what the weather in the country was like? To show the beginning of a challenge in Iris's perspective? To help the reader visualize what Iris and Grandpa encountered on their walk? Or to explain what Iris and Grandpa observed as explorers? So let's look at the first one, to describe what the weather in the country is like. In this story, is it really about the weather in the country? Is that something I need to know? It doesn't have much to do with the story or the lesson we learn or anything. So I'm going to slash the trash. So let's go ahead and slash A. B, to show the beginning of a change in Iris's perspective. I do know her feelings start to change around him here, so I'm going to put a magic maybe. M for maybe by B. C, to help the reader visualize what Iris and Grandpa encountered on their walk. It does kind of help me do that. I start to really think of it in my brain. So I'm going to put a magic M for maybe there as well. Then D, to explain what Iris and Grandpa observed as explorers. I don't really think that they're exploring any of these things. They're kind of walking around and observing them, but it doesn't seem like they're exploring much yet. So I'm going to slash the trash. So which one of these do you think, which one of these reasons, B or C, do you think the author most likely described the setting? Was it to show a change in Iris's perspective, or to help us visualize what Iris and Grandpa encountered on their walk? Which one contributes more to the story? The change in her perspective, or visualizing what they did on their walk? You're going to go ahead and select the one that you think. B or C. Now that we've practiced using slash the trash and magic M for maybe, you guys are going to do that same thing on number 5 in the story, The New Girl and Me. Why does Shakita say, "I'll punch you in the head," in paragraph 5? So I'm going to have you do this one all on your own. And then you guys are going to answer, what do Mia and Iris both learn? Give details from both stories to support your answer. Remember to state your claim and add 2 pieces of evidence to support your claim. You should have a total of 3 sentences. So 1 sentence for your claim and 2 more sentences for your pieces of evidence, making a total of 3. Now, what do Mia and Iris both learn? Ooh, we did this yesterday when we compared and contrasted. When I compared, I saw similarities between what they both learned. In your assignment today, I attached to you a copy of Ethan's work from yesterday. We'll have all the same things from yesterday that you can use in order to help you. I might look in his similarities to see if there's anything that they both learned, or I could go ahead and compare the lesson learned here and think about what they both learned in the story. How were they similar? Once I've done that, I can go back to my answer and write, they both learn, and tell me what they both learned. And we're going to find evidence on how we know that. How do we know that Mia learned that? How do we know that Iris learned that? What in the story tells us that they learned those things? I can't wait to read your answers and have your teachers read your answers. Remember to slash your trash and use your magic M for maybe to help you today with your answers. I know that you guys are going to do an incredible job, and I will see you next week. Bye.